Focus on your business. Seems pretty simple, right? But we're seeing a trend of detailers not focusing on their own business. Let's talk about that. So what do I mean by focus on your business? It seems obvious, right? If you're starting a detailing business, obviously you want to focus on growing your business and getting better at it and all of those things that come with starting a new business. But when you're starting a new business, you search for help. You maybe go onto forums, you go onto YouTube, you go into social media, and you search for those who are successful, who already have a business running and seem to be doing well. And they share tips and tricks and techniques to help you with your business. Maybe it's the technical side of detailing. Maybe they're showing you how to wash a car, how to decon, how to polish, how to ceramic coat, how to maintain your customers' vehicles, and so on. Or maybe it's the business side, helping you to financially get things together so that you are making money and not losing money. However, I'm seeing a trend towards the negative, and this is something that we need to address. But before that, we're working on this disgusting older work van. And we're also using Eastwood products from the January glove box. So the January glove box includes everything you need to wash and protect a vehicle, at least the basics. We have a standard wash and wax shampoo with a nice mitt that has a bug sponge on one side. We have a tire and wheel cleaner, as well as a solvent-based dressing that can be used on the tires and on trim. We also have a nice large drying towel, as well as a super soft microfiber towel that we will use to apply a ceramic detail spray. The box also came with a bunch of brushes. They are a chemical resistant brush, but the tips are just a little too aggressive to use for emblems and paint. For wheels and interior work, no problem. These will work great. So let's get started washing this hunk of junk with the wash and wax shampoo. There's a lot of damage on here. There's things that we can't do anything about. This is not going to be a polishing and ceramic coating video on a brand new car. This is a work van where we're limited in how far we can go. There's damage. The carpet and the inside, yeah, that's carpet. It's not even plastic floor, it's carpet, is completely gone. It needs to be replaced. That's what I told the owner. The owner understands that this vehicle is a work vehicle. It's sold as a work vehicle. So the new owner is not expecting it to be perfect. It's got damage and things that I can't do anything about. So we're just cleaning it and making it look presentable as much as it can be. It's got the consistency of like Nickelodeon slime, if you remember that. So the wheel cleaner worked well on the grease and grime itself. What you're seeing is damage. It's just ground into the rim itself. So the cleaner worked really well. On the wheels that have the caps on them, yeah, that cleaned up really nice. So now we're going to use these really nice towels to dry and protect the van. No, we're not. We're going to reserve these for nice cars. These are nice brand new towels. I'm not using it on this vehicle, so you'll see these later on in other videos. What we are going to do is grab our generic towels and use those on the paint. Because why would you use nice stuff on a work vehicle like this that has chipping paint and rust? That's not intelligent. So don't do that. It's not good. We are going to use the detail spray, however, and use it as a drying aid, which doesn't really say you can use it wet. I don't think it does. Oh, it says you can use it as a clay lube. So yeah, I'm going to use it on a wet vehicle. Oh yeah. Oh, it works nice as a drying aid. Or a drying lubricant, as detailers like to say. Don't split hairs. Doesn't matter what you call it. What matters is what it does. It's actually pretty nice, even though the paint is crappy. At least it's clean. So what I see on detailing forums, on Facebook, on YouTube recently, and it's always been there, but there's kind of a resurgence in it. A lot of so-called professional detailers mocking other professional detailers, and not just in a joking way, but in a slanderous way, a discrediting way, which is extremely dangerous to do. Why? Well, for one thing, the so-called professionals are professing to pretty much know everything. When they start to mock other detailers, what they're essentially doing is making up rules and saying that only they have all the answers. And this creates kind of a cult culture of detailing, which is very dangerous, and it does not help new and upcoming detailers because they're going to pick sides and choose their favorites like everyone usually does. But then when they do that and they side with someone who is constantly belittling or criticizing or tearing apart another detailer, what do you think they're going to do? They idolize that person and they will start to do the same thing just for the sake of solidarity, just to be on their side. That is dangerous. That is not minding your own business. A true professional cares about their business, their customers, and those whom they're teaching, especially if they are in a teaching position. And if you're on YouTube, that's usually what you're doing. Yeah, you may showcase and it may be some entertainment value, but what you're trying to do is show people what you do and what they can do to improve their business, to get better results, whatever it may be. So really you are in a teaching position. And when a teacher starts to belittle other teachers, who are you going to trust? And really, is that professional? Is that appropriate? Your character is defined by your actions. What type of character do you want to build within yourself and within those whom you're teaching or who may follow you or look up to you? What type of reputation do you want to build? Now, unfortunately, social media, so-called experts, say that any type of attention on social media is good, whether it is creating controversy and it's negative attention or whether it's positive attention. Both get views, both get watch time, both things can go viral. Now it's up to you to choose what type of reputation do you want. Do you want one that is built on negativity and controversy, where no one really learns anything? All they're doing is bickering and backbiting and fighting against each other. And I have seen so many times where new and upcoming detailers go onto forums and YouTube asking honest, legitimate questions on how to do something. All they get is bullying, belittling them, saying they don't know what they're doing, they shouldn't be detailing, and then it can even go further into actually mocking them or making fun of them on a personal level. Is that professional? When you see this going on YouTube, on Facebook, on any of the social media platforms, you see one detailer mocking another. Who do you think is in the right and who do you think is in the wrong? Just because someone mocks someone else or makes fun of them or says that they're wrong and then continues to belittle them, do you think that that person is a professional? You're not going to learn anything. They are simply children bullying each other. And actually those who are being mocked are defending themselves, and still it continues. It's happened to me, it's happened to a lot of other detailer friends of mine, and it is disgusting. It is horrible. So how do you combat it? Can you get rid of it completely? Unfortunately, in today's world, we can't, because there are too many people to try to stop, and you can't stop them all. So what do? It has to come from within. You have to make a personal choice as to whom you associate with. YouTube and social media and Facebook and all those different platforms do have ways of blocking people and reporting people, and I encourage you to do so. In fact, I've had to drop out of a number of Facebook groups and online forums because they were so toxic, they were so nasty. I would go on there trying to help people and answer questions. All of the comments and answers after that were nothing but mocking and backbiting. That is horrible, and it is completely unprofessional. I don't know who those people are on the forums because they hide behind their screens, but on YouTube, you know exactly who they are, and you may know exactly who I'm talking about. So if you're watching someone because you like the way that they mock others and make fun of others, or how they draw negative attention to themselves just to gain views and watch time and subscribers, because negativity can draw people, I want nothing to do with them. Anyone who is negative will be blocked and or reported. That's what I'm actively doing and actively fighting against. And I will defend any of my detailing friends who are obviously professional because they're humble and they can prove by their actions that what they're saying is truth. So you're gonna have to make up your own mind. Who do you want to follow? Someone who's professional or someone who just draws negative attention to themselves and starts drama and controversy? Remember, your character is defined by your actions. So this hunk of junk at least is relatively clean, as much as we can make it. The top was completely disgusting, but it looks much better. But there's rust, there's dents, there's paint chipping, there's all of this going on. I think you can actually see the gloss, which is pretty good. And the wheels and tires look really good. The cleaner worked very well. And the soap, even though it wasn't a high foaming soap, that's not a knock on the product at all. That's more just personal choice, but it cleaned well and it added gloss and it was slick. So all in all, I think it's good. I just wish it foamed a little bit more, but that's simply personal choice. All the paint here is flaking off. The moment we hit it with the pressure washer, it's gone. If they took this through a car wash, same thing. It would have ripped all of that off. And we just went gently. It's still peeling and there's things that I'm just not gonna touch anymore and just leave it at that because it just needs a paint job. But as far as cleanliness and gloss, not bad at all. Let's start in the interior because this is gonna be gross. So for the plastics and the chrome, we can make those actually look really good. The plastics, I just doused in the dressing, same with the tires. I just sprayed it on all the plastics and rubber, even the inside rubber trim around the doors. Now, when doing that, I'm going to allow it to dry and then wipe it all down because it's gonna make it slippery. But there's no other way to really restore it properly and to make it look good unless you replace it. Most of the stuff on this vehicle is trashed, it needs to be replaced, it can't be cleaned or detailed. Detailing can only go so far when things are damaged or when things need to be replaced. Those are the only two options you have for a vehicle like this. So I have some Renegade metal polish. I'm going to use that for the chrome. Use whatever chrome polish you like. I do like this. I think it works really well. Oh yeah, the chrome is looking good on this crappy van. Clean vehicles out daily. Yeah, right. This is all rotting away. Can't do anything about it. And all of this is cigarette damage. Can't do anything about that. Just clean it. So this up here is vinyl. So at least I can, wait, nope, it's not vinyl. This was carpet. It is just completely matted down. What you're gonna see here is just vacuuming all of this up. That's all I can do. I can't do anything with this carpet. It has to be ripped out. Now don't be fooled by disaster details when you see a carpet like this and they drill brush it and restore it and all of that. No, that's not gonna happen with this carpet. In fact, the fibers are worn down to the backing of the carpet. It's no longer carpet. Those disaster details are not showing the ones that don't come out well. This is not gonna come out that well. That's just the reality. Well, the interior is better, but this carpet is completely trashed. It needs to be ripped out and either replaced or just have a vinyl floor done in the interior. Broken pieces everywhere, but everything is at least cleaned. We got to touch up the glass and make sure all of the trim and all of the door jambs and things like that are looking decent as they can. But yeah, we do what we can with this disgusting vehicle. So what do you do when you get vehicles like this? There's not much you can do. Explain to the customer what you can and can't do for the vehicle. Go from there. You're gonna have to charge appropriately for it because we spent 4 hours on it. That's 8 man hours. And still it looks like this? Yeah, because there are things that have to be replaced and fixed. We did everything that we could. The next step would be ripping things out and replacing things. It's as far as we can go. I hope you were able to at least get some information from this video, the most important of it being your reputation. Remember that your actions are going to define your character. Who do you want to be associated with? True professionals or children who like to mock each other? It's up to you to make that decision.